Hi, and welcome to Animalia the Podcast. I'm Natasha, and thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to check out the website, animaliathepod.com, for new episodes, archived episodes, and much more. Search and subscribe to Animalia the Pod on your favorite podcast platform, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, or YouTube for new episodes. You should also like and follow Animalia the Pod on Instagram and Facebook. And if you'd like to appear on the podcast, send an email to animaliathepod@gmail.com. This week on Animalia, I'm wrapping up a year of doing this podcast because tomorrow, the 31st of July, is my birthday. This effort to bring a community of animal lovers, activists, and professionals together has been a success, and I think it's time for me to take a break. So what I'll do is run down all the guests we've had since our first episode and share a few thoughts of my own on the journey. We started off on 31st July 2020 with animal advocate Elspeth Duncan, who's based in Tobago. Elspeth is part of the inspiration for this podcast and deserves all the flowers for the work that she does with her NGO, Venus Doggess of Love. Episode 2 featured the cat sitter, Kimlin Harilal, from whom I adopted my own Coco Chanel. Kimlin also rescues and fosters cats until they find their forever homes. My former colleague, Tamara Ramlagan, was the guest on episode 3. Tamara was a member of the Animal Rescue Association, which is one of the many groups making a difference in the lives of animals, particularly in central Trinidad. My first vet interview was with Dr. Nicole Straker on episode 4. Dr. Straker runs Petwell TT, a mobile veterinary service. I'm proud to say that since we met, I've called on Dr. Straker for my own pet emergencies, and as always, she has provided solid advice and care. My husband, Garth Sinclair, was the guest on episode 5, which was entitled Cat Daddy. I probably should have prefaced that with the word reluctant because he's only tolerant of cats because of me. Suffice it to say, he plays the part very well now. Liselle Harry-Paul, the founder of Perfect Chien, appeared on episode 6 and exposed me to the world of pet grooming. She shared some valuable info about the service she provides, which has now branched out into homemade dog food through Perfect Patisserie. Farm animals aren't often the subject of animal welfare conversations, so I was happy to speak with Dr. Mark Driscoll on episode 7 about his specialty as a veterinarian. He was also president of the Vet Association at the time, which helped us to understand the broader mandate of veterinary medicine practitioners. Urinary tract infections in cats was the focus of my conversation with Dr. Cheryl Sami on episode 9. She spoke about prevention and treatment of this common ailment and a bit about how stressful vet life can be. The kitty whiskerer Amanda Alloy was the guest on episode 10. Another foster extraordinaire, Amanda has opened her home to dozens of kittens, many of them newborns. The power of the animal network came into full effect when I connected Amanda with Liselle and a rescue kitten who was fostered and rehomed for the perfect happy ending. Dr. Emily Capon introduced us to the importance of nutrition for our pets on episode 11. Make no bones about it, this vet is serious about nutrition. Dr. Capon shared valuable info about the food we give our dogs, cats, and birds. The brutal killing of the black dog of Mbakadere was the catalyst for 2 episodes about animal cruelty and animal welfare. The latter, episode 12, featured excerpts from the Iron Dependency program, which I also co-host on radio, and the former was a collection of public sentiment about the black dog case, which ended in a slap on the wrist for the men who killed her. The angel on wheels, Marguerite Miranda, was the guest on episode 14. Her business, Pet to the Vet, provides an essential transport service for pet owners. Marguerite herself has a gigantic heart for animals and humans, as she assisted my husband and I to get a homeless couple and their dog Lucy into drug treatment and foster care, respectively. 2021 started off with a bang as I spoke with DJ Mika Ragua, A German national who is drawn to Trinidad and Tobago's rhythmic vibes. Mika is also an animal lover who spoke about her own rescue pack of dogs and cats on episode 16. The adopt, don't shop mantra was embodied by the guest on episode 17, Khalid Burke. He's the founder of Adopt Movement, a regional network providing a platform for the adoption of animals. Khalid himself has one foot in 2 Caribbean islands, and his effort to unite the Caribbean through our love of animals is indeed commendable. As I was beginning my own vegan journey, I explored some of the reasons for this on episode 19. In fact, the COVID-19 virus has brought many of the issues about meat consumption into focus, and I'm secretly hoping that a plant-based revolution is the outcome of this pandemic. The stress and strain of being a vet is not discussed often enough, so I'm grateful for my high school friend Lisa Rollins agreeing to appear on episode 20. Lisa is a vet tech in Florida and was able to explain the internal struggles these professionals go through while attending to our beloved pets. Episode 21 featured Carissa Ali, an extraordinary young woman doing her part to help rescue animals in need. Her home is filled with cats and dogs, which tells me that she's probably not the best foster mom. Who knew aquatic vets were a thing? Well, Dr. Carla Phillips might have something to say about that. She's the first aquatic vet in Trinidad and Tobago, and I was honored to speak with her about this unique field of vet medicine on episode 22. Has your beloved family member passed on but you're not sure how to say goodbye? Then listen to episode 24 when I spoke with Kristen Agostini of Trinidad Pet Crematorium. Bet you didn't even know that was an option. It's safe, environmentally friendly, and you can keep the ashes as a forever reminder of your furry friend. He's a dentist with a huge passion for rescue animals, and it was quite by chance that I managed to have him on episode 25. Dr. Brendan Bartholomew is a firm believer in the adopt, don't shop principle, and he has 4 rescue dogs, 2 of which are special needs, to prove it. There's not nearly enough said about the animal rescuers in Trinidad and Tobago who go above and beyond the call of duty. Michelle Mehabir of Helping Poor Society is one of them. I had the pleasure of speaking with her about her tireless rescue work on the streets and at the Caroni Bird Sanctuary. Never been with horses? Well, hop over to Tobago and head to Buku to meet Veronica Lafortune. The episode 27 guest gave me the whole story about her journey from Germany to Trinidad, her first rescue horse, Jennifer, and how she and her husband have developed a sanctuary for horses to interact with humans on the sister isle. As I bid farewell to Animalia for a bit, I want to thank all my guests for their time and contribution to the podcast. I literally could not have done it without you. It's been quite a year, but I've learned and grown so much because of you. Join us in about a month or 2 for season 2 of Animalia, where you'll hear another interview with an amazing person doing their part to advance the cause of animal welfare. I'm Natasha, and until next time, take good care and remember, love off your pets. Bye-bye.